I'm going to ask Mary McKeown now. Mary is with the Northwest Simon community, which works with homeless people here in the Northwest. And Mary is the fundraiser. That's not your name though, Mary. What's your title, Mary? Development Officer, is it?
Development Officer, a fancy name.
I'll let you take it away there, Mary, if you want to talk about how to volunteer and the position you find yourselves in at the moment in the Simon community.
Okay, thanks Rena and Olivia for inviting me to speak here as part of National Volunteering Week. So I've been working with the Northwest Simon community now for over 10 years, mainly in the capacity of fundraising and recruiting volunteers, and to help us with fundraising and with providing services in the Northwest. So Northwest Simon provide a truly unique service here in the Northwest, because we work on a one-to-one with people, individuals and families, in a very holistic way to get them back on their feet, and often visiting people who are struggling in their own homes at this time. So because of COVID-19, we've had to cancel all our community fundraising events, which accounted for over 80% of our charity income. So this is detrimental to us at the moment. We've had to go online with fundraising, you know, it's not the same, but we're trying our best. So we would just like to reach out to anybody who wishes to volunteer. Simon Week is coming up next week. It's always the first week in October. And as part of that, we've been doing the sleep out now for the last 10 years in Sligo, Leitrim and Letterkenny. So this year we're doing it virtually. So we are asking people to take the challenge, join the experience, ditch their duvet just for one night, to help those who are facing homelessness in the Northwest. So if you would like to take part, all you have to do is to give us a call and message us, and we will get you set up with an online fundraising link. You can do it in your own back garden, you can do it with your colleagues in, you know, at your workplace or whatever, at their car park, but just bearing in mind at all times to adhere to, you know, the government restrictions at this particular time. So that's one way that you can volunteer with us. Another aspect is the VHI mini marathon is online this year. It's virtual, so you can do the mini marathon. You don't have to go to Dublin. You can do it between the 1st and the 10th of October at your own pace, and you can sign up with VHI mini marathon and then contact us, and we will provide you with a fundraising link to support the organisation. So just to say that volunteering with the Northwest Simon community is very meaningful, and we have volunteers from all walks of life. We have volunteers from the social care programs at the local IT in Sligo and LYIT in Letterkenny. We have volunteers who come to us doing their Gashka Awards looking for volunteering hours. We have volunteers from all the secondary schools in Sligo, Leitrim and Donegal, from the TY classes looking to volunteer to fulfill their criteria there. So a lot of people as well who have taken early retirement at the moment come to volunteer as well. So like volunteering with us just is very meaningful. You're doing something meaningful for homeless people, whether it is through fundraising or supporting clients. And the volunteer gets to utilize their skills and talents and that they have to benefit for others. And you're giving something back, you're meeting other people as well, and you're part of some fun events like sponsored walks and runs and tea days, coffee mornings, ladies' lunches, whatever it is. It's quite difficult at the moment with the pandemic, you know, with virtual events and things like that. But we do ask you to, if you wish to volunteer, to go online on our website, northwestsimon.ie, and you can fill out a volunteer form there. And if there is any way that you can help us at this particular time so that we can continue to support those most vulnerable in our local area, please do sign up to volunteer or to fundraise, and we would be delighted.
Unmute myself. Thanks a million, Mary. Yeah, I think it's really stark that 80% of your funding was dependent on public. Yeah, you know, and all your events, are shut down. It's a very stark thing. Yeah. So, and I think, like for myself personally, I really keep meaning to do some small little thing. I mean, you can do anything at all, and send it out to all your friends saying I'm doing this for the Simon community. And a few people give you a £5 or a £10, that's 50 quid more than you had before.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have a birthday or a celebration coming up and you can't get together as you normally would, if you're on Facebook now, you can set up a Facebook fundraiser for those events, and you know, everybody is online, and it's not that we're looking for a huge amount of money from any one particular person, but at the end of the day, it all adds up.
Yes, yes, everybody can do their own small bit.
Yeah.
I think that's the message to get across. I think a lot of people probably have, you know, if they haven't done fundraisers themselves in school or whatever, and they're thinking of when they used to have to go around with the, you know, the concern fast or whatever and get everybody to sign up, that you had to go and ask people for specific for a tenner or whatever. But really you can just, as you said, do it on the Facebook birthday thing. There's lots of things you can do without having to directly ask anybody, actually.
Yes, yes.
You know, if you're a member of a WhatsApp group, you can just say, I'm not putting pressure on anyone in particular, but if anyone can donate anything at all to this link for this thing I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people are online at the moment, you know, and it's only a click of a button, and you know, you are really making a difference. So we're just asking people, if you can't do the sleep out on the 2nd of October, which is part of Simon Week, any time in October is fine, to sign up to do that, you know, with your family, you know, as a group or whatever, but at all times, please adhere to social distancing. And, you know, it is making a difference for us to enable us to continue to provide vital services in Sligo, Leitrim and Donegal. So, you know, the Simon logo is, our door is always open. So we want to try and continue to provide services in those areas for the most vulnerable.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know in Sligo, you've told me before that sometimes people think there isn't a homeless problem because they don't see a lot of people on the streets. But what you're doing a lot is preventing homelessness. You know, it's people who are at risk of homelessness, and your tenancy workers are working hard to make sure that they hold on to their home.
We call them the invisible homeless, you know, those people that are sofa surfing or whatever, or, you know, living in emergency accommodation. It's not necessarily people on the street that we help. Very often it's people like ourselves who have fallen on hard times. If you have a mortgage you're not able to repay, if you've lost your job, you know, the Simon community are there to help in a very holistic way, all very confidential. So please don't be afraid to contact us on northwestsimon.ie if you're a client. There's a referral form there.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mary. Does anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask away there if you have any question for Mary. No questions. Okay, well listen, Mary, thank you very much. If anybody does think of anything, you can put it in the chat, of course, and we'll look through them before we log off. Great.